August 2017. Happily, both of these ferrets are now back. I presume, Mum, you said to Bethan, thing is, Bethan, I've loved these two glorious ferrets, they're very charming, but the thing is they smell. Also, we're moving to a new house. I don't think it's a good idea for them to come with us to our new home. Find somewhere pleasant for them. Do you remember saying that?
I should have. But I didn't.
The answer is no.
No.
What did you say?
I just said pack their bags, they're coming with us.
Pack their bags?
Well, they got bags of stuff as well.
When I said they moved to the new house, what were the house rules, please, Bethan?
It was pretty much the same as the last house, that they were kept out the back and I paid for them and look after them.
Question is this. When you said they were out the back, on this occasion they weren't left in a hutch, they were put in a shed, am I right?
Yes.
Now, what happened with the shed in 2017?
Well, they broke out of it.
Only this time you got them back fairly quickly?
Yeah.
What did they do? What damage did they do to the shed?
It was a pink shed and they just dug their way out.
On the side.
Is that the patch that you repaired it with on the bottom? How much did that cost, madam?
Oh, I found the wood in my garden.
You did it yourself?
Yeah. Pretty handy.
It's a rather good repair. In August 2017, it seems to me that the family expanded. What happened, Bethan?
I picked up 2 more ferrets.
Did you ask Mum's permission first?
Yeah, Mum drove me up to collect them.
Not a wise idea.
No.
What are they called?
Peggy and Patricia.
Any special reason?
EastEnders.
Yeah. Off EastEnders. Peggy and Pat.
And they're both blonde.
Peggy Mitchell and Pat Butcher.
Yeah.
Were these animals spayed?
No.
Is there a chance that either Peggy or Pat is pregnant?
Yes.
How many ferrets each could they have if they were both pregnant?
Up to 12. Depends on how
24.
big the ferrets are.
You could have 28 ferrets in the house, madam. You could have the entire cast of EastEnders. Now, here's the difficulty that I have. You knew when the male ferrets were there that they could do damage to the shed. Did you ask Bethan for the cost of repairing that shed?
No, I asked her to help me fix it.
Did you help her?
Yes.
What did you do?
I think we sawed some wood in half, didn't we?
Well, I
You
see
did.
that.
Yeah, I done that.
Now, that wasn't the only shed. There was a second shed. In September 2017, you put them in another shed. What happened, madam?
They broke out through the door.
Understood. Now, are you suing Bethan for the repair to that shed?
No, Judge.
How much did that cost?
Done it myself again.
And you did a rather good job. It cost you just paint and a little bit of wood, so negligible. September 2017, your view changed a little bit, which is what you're doing here today. What exactly are you suing for, madam?
Fencing.
Fencing. Well, why has the situation changed? What happened to the fencing, and why do you say it's different from the sheds?
Well, the shed you don't really see. When I'm having a barbecue and stuff, and I got friends over, they're going to see that.
Why is your daughter liable for the price of repairing this, which is nearly £100?
Because I didn't expect it to get that bad.
Sure, but you knew that they could gnaw away, didn't you, at wood?
Well, I didn't when she first bought him. When she first got him, I didn't know.
Just 1 second. Would you mind getting Edward and Alphonse? Just to be clear, they are the potential fathers to 24 babies. It's a rather good idea to ask them that question and make sure they don't say anything, just in case they end up on Jeremy Kyle's programme.
OK.
Sure. Now, whilst I'm meeting with... how do you look after them in terms of exercise and in terms of preventing them from biting anybody?
They're pretty good. They don't really bite anyone.
This way. Right. Oh, thank you. This way. No, don't chew.
Oh, Michelle, when you went to ushering school, you didn't think this would happen.
No.
This way.
This way.
Edward, Alphonse, do you plan to pay for your children?
Yeah.
Oh. Who's the real father, Edward Alphonse? Coming up after the break, the results of the DNA test. Now, the problem is, if the others are pregnant, what's the plan? And what's the plan moving forward, madam?
So I've told her they have got to go, all of them. All of the babies.
The plan is to move out to your own property.
Yeah.
That's all very well, but property is expensive. And Mum's got a nice property with room for your ferrets. Who should look after them?
Currently, they're going to be staying at my mum's house when I
Have you
move
agreed
out.
to this, madam?
She hasn't got a back garden.
So you have agreed to let them stay there, despite the fact that there's a good chance they might gnaw your fence in the future?
Yeah, as long as they stay locked in the sheds properly, they should be all right.
should be. Understood. Claire, Bethan. Claire, believe it or not, in law, this is not a straightforward issue. It's whether or not your daughter is liable for the damage that her animals have caused to your property. You were, on more than one occasion, aware of the risk that these ferrets, despite being owned by her, might do this damage. What's more, at the end of this case, you have made clear to me that you are prepared to keep them there, despite the fact that they are a danger to wood everywhere. In those circumstances, because you have effectively given permission, you have co-opted the risk and are therefore equally liable as your daughter is. And so, consequently, I have to dismiss your case. Goodness me, they seem to have fallen asleep. 2 ferrets have fallen asleep during my judgment. Everyone's a critic. Case dismissed. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Claire's case was dismissed, and she was awarded nothing by the court. Let's find out how both parties felt about the judge's ruling.
I'm happy with the outcome.
I don't think it was fair. I think you should be made to pay. It's your responsibility to look after your own animals.
I think at the time I apologised for the damage, but at the same time I helped you fix it as well. They're staying with my mum for now, but I'm hoping this will only be like a temporary thing till I get someone with a garden.
They're looking for mates, so they break everything just so they can go and get their ends away. Oop. Sorry.
Don't be stupid. Stay and watch the best Judge Rinder moments. And I'm talking. Understood? Don't be a moron. Subscribe to Judge Rinder YouTube channel. Right now. That's an order.